Hi everybody, this is the baseball fight, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and welcome back to the baseball fight. Hope you like this video and smash that subscribe button. So we're back here talking about the Mets. I mentioned Clay Holmes earlier in an earlier video, and I posted it on X. You need to follow me on X at the baseball fight. Trying to do a lot of different things on there, longer form videos on there right now. A little bit different than what we do here to a certain degree. But we have an interesting report out for you about Clay Holmes, a little more clarifications. I said earlier, it didn't make sense for the Mets to bring him in, and it didn't make sense for him to sign with the Mets because the Mets have a closer. And he's saved 74 games in the last 3 years for the Yankees. Now, he was not the closer at the end of the season. They had, I guess, Luke Weaver was the closer there down the stretch and into the postseason. But he was in the bullpen, and he pitched rather well in the bullpen for the Yankees in postseason. He's got a very good record in postseason. He had one bad series in the series that he's pitched in. But here's from SNY.TV. Headline, Mets among teams interested in Clay Holmes. A starting rotation option according to a report. Holmes hasn't started a game since his rookie season of 2018. He started 4 games that year. Might not come as much of a surprise that the Mets are among the teams interested in former Yankees closer Clay Holmes. What will likely surprise you is the Mets and other interested teams are inquiring about Holmes as a potential starting pitching option, according to Joel Sherman of the New York Post. Isn't that interesting? Interesting. Holmes will be 32 years old by the time the 2025 regular season begins. Has not started a game since his rookie season of 2018 when he started 4 games with the Pirates. Sherman states that teams are more aggressively looking at having relievers return to the rotation after seeing the success of others like former Yankee Michael King or former Met Seth Lugo. We mentioned about Seth Lugo. We're Met fans. We know. He spent his whole time in the minor leagues. He wasn't much of a prospect. Mets called him up in 2016. He pitched great in the rotation and helped the Mets get to the postseason that year. And then they put him in the bullpen a year or two later, and he was terrific for all those years. So it wasn't, and he always wanted to start. He didn't want to pitch in the bullpen. But he's been a very good starter for the last few years with the Padres and, of course, with the Royals. And, of course, he finished as an AL Cy Young finalist after returning to the starter's role as a member of the Kansas City Royals. I always thought he had a very good curveball. Always did. Sherman also notes that Holmes has the pitch repertoire be a starter as he throws a 4-seamer, sinker, sweeper, and slider, and could develop a changeup. His sinker, which he threw 56% of the time in 2024, is considered his most dominant pitch. Holmes earned his second career All-Star nod with the Yankees in 2024, pitched to a 3.14 ERA while picking up 30 saves. That said, he did lead the majors with 13 blown saves. Still, Holmes was terrific overall in his 3.5 seasons as a Yankee, posting a 2.69 ERA with 74 saves. So we've seen pitchers doing this. Been going back and forth. I would mention the Mets are also interested in Mike Soroka, who pitched for the White Sox. I know he pitched for the poor guy. Pitched for the White Sox. He started out as a starter, pitched terribly. They put him in the bullpen. He pitched really well. So the Mets are very interested in him as a reliever. So the Mets are doing some rather interesting things with their rotation and with their pitching staff, which is very much in line to what they did last year. As you know, on Sunday they signed reportedly Frankie Montas to a 2-year, $34 million contract, which basically he's taken over the job of Jose Quintana. A couple of things to note. One, Frankie Montas pitched for the Yankees a couple of years ago, 2 months or whatever it was. Carlos Mendoza was the bench coach for the Yankees. Also, Clay Holmes pitched for the Yankees. So if anybody knows these guys, it's Carlos Mendoza. I think we have a pretty good idea of the caliber of people he likes to bring in here from the Yankees. He's a big reason why Luis Severino was with the Mets last year. So that's why people are getting uptight that these guys coming in here from the Yankees. The manager likes them. He likes the competitiveness. He likes what they have. And he did a great job, so there's no reason. And Mendoza's a solid guy. Solid baseball guy. So that's to keep in mind where a lot of this stuff is coming from. Why the Mets are going after these guys that have been with the Yankees. Because you got a guy that was there that knows these players, not only inside but outside, inside the clubhouse and on the field, and what they're like in the dugout. Very important. Very important. And whether they can handle it in New York. So you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Follow me on X. Maybe I'll put this on X. We'll see. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.